Hello and welcome back to my series called Storytime. In the last video, I talked about Beach Week, which was probably the best experience I ever had in my life. And this week's story, I'm gonna say it's the second best experience I had in my life. And so I'm gonna just go out and say it. Prom. A lot of juniors know what prom is. For all of you freshmen, so I'm talking to high schoolers. Seniors are 12th graders, juniors are 11th graders, sophomores are 10th graders, and freshmen are 9th graders. And so for all of you who don't know what prom is, this is for everybody worldwide. Prom is it's a dance at the end of the year. It's mainly for juniors and seniors. And it's basically a dance, and you can go with friends, or you ask somebody to prom. And then when you ask somebody, it's called a promposal, and it's supposed to be really nice. At least mine were. But so prom, I went my junior year and my senior year, and let me just tell you, I loved it. Both times I asked these girls to prom, two different girls, just cause well, there's really no reason. But so in my 11th grade year, let's just say I wasn't the most popular kid in school. I don't know how to describe myself. I wasn't, let's just say, with the popular people. And what I'm trying to say is, when I asked this girl to prom, it definitely brought my self-esteem up. It made people see me differently. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And so 10th grade, I asked this girl from the volleyball team, which was enough. I play volleyball, but 11th grade. I'm sorry. I keep saying 10th grade. So I went to prom in 11th grade, and I asked this girl out. I had a crush on her. I'm not gonna lie. And she played volleyball, but so she was a 10th grader when I was in 11th grade. And what I'm trying to say is, I asked her out to prom, and she said yes. And I'm gonna say, for me personally, asking someone, because I've since then, or up until that point, I've never had a girlfriend. I've never really talked with girls too much. I mean, but jeez, this guy's fast. But for me personally, going to prom was just a big boost to my self-esteem. And I know I'm not really talking about the dance right now. Alright, so let's talk about the dance then. So the dance was on May 9th. I remember that because it was May 9th, 2014. And so
Schwierigkeitsbewertung der Rennfahrer, bevor sie herausfordern. Je höher die Schwierigkeitsbewertung, desto
let me just wait till this female's finished. So I asked this girl out about 30 days before prom, which is, for all the guys out there, don't ask a girl last minute, just because it causes unnecessary stress. So I asked her out, or asked her to prom about 30 days before, and the way I asked her out, if there's any girls watching this, they'll probably love this. But what I did was I had a poster with 7 questions on it, and the answer to these questions were, will you go to prom with me? But the questions were like, what's the opposite of stop? So it's go. And then to find the area of a rectangle, you multiply the length times width. But it's supposed to mean, will you go to prom with me? And I asked her at a volleyball game. So at because I played volleyball with my friends, and so I asked her at a volleyball game, and
Hey, wie läuft's?
let's just say it caused quite a commotion, cause I got compliments from basically everybody. Cause for me, junior year I wasn't planning on going to prom. I don't know what made me to just decide to go. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I chose to go, cause for me it was a really great experience. I asked her in the middle. It was basically just in front of a crowd, because this was at a volleyball game, and I mean volleyball at our school wasn't too popular, but I mean there's still plenty of people, and to just ask this girl in front of everybody, and then she said yes, and it was just such a great feeling. And then at prom, I had such a great time. I mean, we danced together, and we went out to dinner together before, and then we went to after prom together, and it was just a lot of fun. What I will say though is there was one problem. She was on crutches, and it wasn't because she had a broken leg. She had a problem with her back, which all my friends were saying, yeah, well, she couldn't have said no because she couldn't run away, or always picking on the weak ones, and just stuff like that. But nonetheless, she prom night, I showed up at her house, and just beautiful. She looked like, I don't know, what's really beautiful? A Corvette C7. I'm not gonna compare her to this car, but I'm just saying she looked just amazing, like a model, and she had a really cute dress, and I'm gonna say honestly, I had a great time at prom, and even so, prom night she wasn't on crutches. She took quite a few painkillers, which probably I'm not gonna comment about that, but I had so much fun, and she did too. I hope. I'm pretty sure she had a lot of fun. So, and then this year I went to prom as well. This year I went with my friends, or my 3 friends, 3 best friends to be specific. And we all went with dates, or we all had our dates, and our prom dates, to clarify. And what we did was we all got tuxedos at a tuxedo rental place. And for anybody going to prom senior year, I suggest renting a tuxedo. I know it's expensive, but it looks better. And not to say that nobody has a really good looking suit, but I mean it for us 4, because we were 4, it looked professional. Let's just say that. And prom night, it's really about looking professional. So yeah, we had, and then so we all met up at my house before prom and had dinner at my house, because I am the only one. Where the hell? Okay, just a sec. We all met up at my house because I had the only house with a big yard. And nice scenery. So we all took pictures at my house, and it was just great. And that's another thing. Prom pictures, guys, you just have to do it. I know it's probably really uncomfortable, but standing outside in
Hey, wie läuft's denn so? Was kann ich für dich
90-degree weather in a tuxedo, at least for us, because we live in Maryland, and May in Maryland is hot. There's no way. I can't say anything else about the weather, but it's hot, and just standing outside for an hour while people take pictures of you and your date, it's just something you have to go through. There's no way you can't. There's no two ways about it. So yeah, so we all met up at my house and we had dinner, and then we all went to prom, or we carpooled to prom, and that's another thing you really need to think about. All you seniors, juniors, and anybody who's going to be going to prom, think about carpooling with, because as much as I'd say you want to drive to prom, parking for most people isn't going to be a problem, but for the carpooling, it's just easier, honestly, because if I'm honest, I really wanted to get a nice car like this. I really wanted to rent, not a Ferrari, but something nice for prom. And the thing is, renting a car, it's expensive, and the insurance for most people isn't going to cover it. And the problem is, do you really want to be driving around in a really nice car at like 4 in the morning at after prom? Because I'm just going to say, I was tired. I was the driver, and at 4 in the morning, I am a little sleepy. And just, you don't want to be crashing a rental car or any other car. That's why carpooling. But then, only carpool with people who, aren't going to be bad drivers. But anyway, so at the dance this year, we had, I forgot to say, my promposal. It was another poster, and it was basically just because I asked another volleyball girl. Apparently, I have a thing for volleyball girls. I don't know. It might have to do with volleyball spandex, because whoever designed it should be given a Nobel Peace Prize, because volleyball spandex is amazing. But another. So I did another poster, and it was, if I can remember right, I think what I wrote on it was, I really dig you. We should set up a date to kill it at prom. So dig, set, and kill. That's volleyball terminology. And okay, so that's volleyball terminology. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just losing my train of thought. And then, yeah. So I gave her a volleyball that had prom written on it, and it was really cute. And so the thing was, the tuxedo, me and her. Okay, I'm gonna apologize real quickly for all the mistakes up to this point, and all the inconsistency in the timeline. So, alright, with the tuxedo, me and my date, we were matching. We had I think it was a wine, so a red colored wine, or it was a dark red color, and I look really good in red. I look really good in anything that has a suit. And anyway, so at prom, I had a great time again. And just, yeah. Honestly, there's nothing much I can say about it. Just be yourself at prom, cause don't try dancing something you don't know, cause you'll just end up making a fool of yourself. But I had a great time at prom, and then after prom is another thing. This year our school spent $6,000 on prizes for after prom, and yeah, $6,000, and everybody basically, you just basically had to be there to win something. And yeah, it was great. After prom, I definitely suggest going. And don't go to any parties or anything, because most likely you'll get drunk, most likely you'll crash a car, and then that just doesn't help anybody, much less yourself. So yeah, prom. What I will say, okay, so the moral of the story, yes, we're at that part now. The moral of the story is be yourself, be creative, and be different. Also, like I said in the last video, don't drink or do drugs. That's my public service announcement for everybody. The thing is, if you be creative, or no, just be yourself, because that's who I was, basically. I wasn't anybody else. If you guys got to really know me, you'd find out that I try to be funny. I'm not really that funny. I'm creative. I definitely will say that. Although I'm not expert, I'm not like super creative. But just be yourself, and I mean, you don't. Okay, I guess when I said be yourself and be different, I guess that kind of contradicts itself. But what I'm trying to say is, if you be yourself, you'll definitely find a date to prom. And don't worry about getting rejected, because honestly, if a girl rejects you, then she probably wasn't good enough for you anyway. That's how I'm looking at it. And yeah, just if you're creative, try something creative is what I'm trying to say. Be yourself, but try something creative. So, I am done with my story. I apologize for all the mistakes. I apologize because honestly, this is a live commentary, and I get distracted easily. I lose my train of thought really fast, and if I don't have something written down, I will forget it. So, just a heads up. Please like and subscribe. Also, share this video with your friends, because they deserve to, well, I'm not saying they deserve to watch this, but it'll help me out a lot. And bottom line, I'm really doing this for you guys. This isn't for my personal benefit. This is for the YouTube community. So, please like and subscribe. I am DatKoolGerman, signing off. Until next time, or next week. Next week when I think I talk about my car. I'll talk about my car next week. I might post a video of me driving it as well, but that's all next week. Anyway, I digress. Please like and subscribe. I am DatKoolGerman, signing off. Until next time. And everybody, stay cool.